you need to keep records on every single color you do. So you have a starting point. If they want it lighter next time or if they want it darker, you know exactly what you need to do. My suggestion is having an in-depth, detailed record of every step that I used as far as highlight, the root, the lowlights, the gloss, the fact that I put Olaplex. All that is written down so that I or anybody else take care of my clients. If you don't keep a record, then you're starting all over again. If they have an expectation and your schedule is really busy and you don't want to get backed up and go back to formulation, that's where having a record saves you, and it creates the consistency. When I'm asked, what do you think the key to your success is? I say consistency. I will reproduce the expectations that they have from the prior time that they came in because I keep records. And if there's something where they say, oh, I want it a lot blonder and I want it not as cool, I want it a little bit more golden than last time, then we have a starting point and we can start building from there to get it right exactly bullseye where they want. I believe this is what makes you good versus great. A great hairstylist is going to keep a record. So in this case, my records would state that I did back-to-back foils on top with a slice and a weave and a thin section in between. I did baby lights on both left and right panel. And then when I get into the back section, you'll see I'm going to do a teasy foilage. And the reason I do that is the back of the head opens up and has calyx. And I don't want to see racing stripes in the back of their head. I like to see the depth in on the roots. It still does like more of a color melt where it's really got the depth in on the roots and starts going gradually lighter and brighter towards the ends. Back to my color highlight balayage hybrid here. I went through the back section from the crown going down to the nape of the neck. I did a teasy balayage foilage. It's where you back comb once or twice, place it in a foil, lightly brush on bleach at the roots, and then go heavier towards the ends and fully saturate. So let's recap real quick on partings. You can do horizontal, you can do vertical, you can do diagonal back or diagonal falling forward. These are the 4 basic types of parting and sectioning. And there's no limitation to the fact that you have to do one parting throughout the entire head. This is where you can change your parting as the head shape changes. Now we're going to talk about the type of weave. There's fine, medium, thick, slice, and skip, slice, skip. These all give different effects. They can be done horizontal, they can be done vertical, they could be done diagonal going back, diagonal going forward. Creativity aspect of it is unlimited. So if you just get down the basics, which is my sectioning, why I'm sectioning it this way. My parting, why am I parting it this way? My highlight technique, why am I using this technique? I love this saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And in this area, it applies perfectly, and that's something you should be thinking about every time you take on a new client, or if it's a regular client that wants something new and different than what you normally do. Back to my color highlight here. And I go to the far left and right corner and do a diagonal going back until they meet the bottom foils that I had already put in earlier at their hairline. I am a firm believer that before your client leaves, you need to have their next appointment because you're throwing them to the wind. You don't know where they'll end up. They may have pushed off their hair appointment and didn't have it scheduled, so they couldn't get in with you and they end up in someone else's chair.